Welcome back to Friday's video, and a lovely day it is on this Friday, mate, isn't it?
It is a lovely day.
Bodes well for the weekend, hopefully.
It does, yeah.
So,
big box.
Every day's Christmas in here.
It hasn't been Christmas for a while though, to be fair.
No, it hasn't, mate. We've calmed down quite a lot lately.
Yeah.
Had a couple of deliveries for the kit car.
Yeah.
That's just repairs, nothing too exciting.
No, that's not like presents, is it? It's more.
So I'm guessing what this is.
I reckon I've got an idea.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Shall we have a look?
Yes.
Oh. Oh. Looks distinctly like a reflocked dash.
Oh, yes it does.
Doesn't it? So, mate, got in touch with a company called Flock Speed up in Wakefield.
Yeah.
I think it's a father and son outfit.
Oh, right.
Spoke to him. He said, yeah, send it up, not a problem. Very polite, nice bloke, very helpful. Sent it up there, and when it had our address on it, he messaged me saying, didn't realise it was you, I watched your channel. So I'm hoping that he's done an extra special job because he watches our channel. So, as you all know, I had another dash sent to us.
Yeah.
Stuart's in the background there. Get him on video. Be
nosy.
Run away. So it had another dash, the ones with the cracks in.
Yeah.
But when I actually spoke to him, he said to be honest, it's just as cost effective to take the old flock off the old dash as to repair the cracks and redo that one. So we sent him the old one because the old one's got the holes and that we need. So it was a bit pointless really sending the other one. So we've got a spare cracked dash, if you like. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, the old one was a bit grubby, had a few little nicks in it, and you know what it's like when it's fresh black flock. It's got to look nice.
It looks good when it's fresh.
And how much it is, you know, if you were talking hundreds of pounds, then maybe not. But this car's going to be mint now, isn't it?
Yeah. How much roughly is doing this?
So this costs me £170. That was
it's not too bad, is it?
No, it's bloody good. With removing the old flock, which I'm sure is not an easy task. No. And repairing bits and bobs on it. So it had obviously bits where it was drilled on here before and had stuff attached. So looking at it, mate, it looks a mega good job, that.
It does, it looks lovely, that.
I'm well happy with that.
It's a bit hard to see on camera. So from this side, it just looks like jet black. But
yeah, well, the photos he sent me once he'd done it didn't look black, but he said, mark my words, it is jet black.
Yeah, it's lovely, that is.
And it's a really nice job in it. So
yeah, lovely.
We had 2 or 3 options on the dash. We could have gone for a mint original dash if we could have found one, but they're fetching big money. You're talking probably £1,000 for one of them now. Yeah. And to be honest, as nice as it would be, it's not really what I wanted.
No.
You know, this car is sort of it's not an original genuine M3 or anything, is it? But we wanted it a bit race car, so we're going to have a new Alcantara steering wheel.
I suppose even if you had a genuine M3 dash, then all of this would be pointed the other way because they're left-hand drive, aren't they?
That's it, yeah. So
it would have been a bit weird.
I wanted a flock dash in it. So we're going to have carbon panels in here. We've got the vents to go in there just to make it look original.
Look a bit like that, I suppose.
Yeah, look a bit like that. We'll have nice carbon panels in here with our digital dash and obviously our push buttons and that there.
Yeah.
The AIM dash we've got. It's going to match the seats and the steering wheel, innit?
Yeah.
Look proper racy.
It does
and
look
like
really
you
nice.
said, probably a good idea would be we've got gloss black door panels.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But whether we sort of try and make a panel for the top and do a bit
little
Alcantara
decorative panels and stuff.
with a bit of orange stitching maybe.
Yeah.
A
little bit of plushy Alcantara with some nice stitching.
Yeah. Home bit like make it a bit more.
It's just a bit of styling, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. But that is a brilliant job, mate. I'm really happy with that.
It does. It looks lovely, that.
It looks beautiful, and it's all fresh and done.
Yeah.
So that's been bothering me, the old dash. because I thought, I know what's going to happen. I know what I'm like. It's got to be bloody good, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, flock speed. If you need anything flocking,
Might,
they're your boys.
Might see what they can do with the Legacy dash, because that's all cracked and
Is it?
yeah.
That looked quite nice flocked, won't it?
Yeah, maybe flopped, or see if they can do something to make it look a bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, really nice that. Top job. Well happy with it.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
I think he was a
really
bit worried
good.
that I weren't going to be happy with it, because obviously the channel and that, but no.
No, it looks loads better than before. Because before it didn't have all round here, it was all like...
It goes a bit, wears a bit thin, doesn't it? It goes a bit thin on top.
That, yeah.
All round here, it sort of goes a bit crap, and you know, because obviously you get dust in it.
Yeah.
It never really
goes a
comes
bit
out.
grey, doesn't it? And,
on here,
yeah.
we've had gauges mounted at some point, and no, but that's brilliant. I'm well happy with that. So that's another thing ticked off the list, mate.
Yep.
So we've spoke to Ryan the other day. Ryan, we get the car back next week.
Nice.
Ryan's going on holiday the end of next week for a week, and then he's going to have our car as soon as he gets back. So we've got a whole week to get that car stripped,
Yep.
get it on a dolly, do anything we need to do before it goes to Ryan. So he reckons 4 or 5 weeks from then. So what's that take us to? Beginning of July?
Something like that, yeah.
Yes, mate.
What, and then we'll be putting it all back together.
Put it all back together. So he's
Ready for
in that
maybe
time.
late August.
In that time, we've got to get all the arms stripped, all the subframes and what have you, get them all blasted. He's going to paint all them black, and we get the bushes fitted, put it all on, and then as soon as we get the car back, we can get that on, get all the hubs mounted in the discs, measure up for the wheels, innit? Get them wheels ordered.
So what's the rough estimate on fully finished?
What, as in cost?
No, time.
I don't know, mate. I mean, we've got to, once we've got everything, you know what it's like. I mean, getting all the bottom on and inside is going to be...
It's got to have wiring done as well.
It's going to be a couple of months there, innit?
Yeah.
And then we've got to have a whole new loom made, chassis loom, so...
Spring 25.
Ain't a 2-minute job. I think we could probably write this year off, I reckon.
Pretty much.
Got to get the wheels done. We seen the wheels, actually, at Castle Coombe, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, yeah. They were on a
Apex.
E46 M3, weren't they?
Yeah, I think,
really good.
They're a replica of like the CSL
ones.
CSL
yeah.
ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they had it on an E46 M3. Looked very nice.
Lovely.
It
did look good.
In
gun
the matte
metal,
black.
Was it matte black or was it gunmetal?
Were they gunmetal?
Yeah, it might have been.
Maybe.
I don't know, one of the two.
Looked
good though, yeah.
Yeah, so I think this car's going to look mega when it's done. But it's a little bit like your Subaru, isn't it? We're a bit... Can't ever imagine it being done. But I suppose we've only spent a year on this, really.
Yeah. Well, most people, when they build a car to this sort of spec, it takes them a hell of a long time, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? It takes years, 4 or 5 years. But if we can get this done in under 2 years, that's pretty good, really.
Yeah, it's good going.
Oh, another thing with this dash, it's all been cut out there where it goes around the cage.
Oh, yeah.
So we know that all
around
fits in all right. But yeah, proper trick that. Well happy with that, boys. Thank you very much indeed.
Very, very good.
So, engines. How's this little puppy coming on?
Very nearly there. Just about to whack the front cover on.
Yeah.
And then I can lift it off the stand and put the oil pump on, which goes in the background that side.
Yeah.
And then once I've done that, that's all we're doing with this one. We haven't got the rocker cover, haven't got the sump or anything. So
another one bites the dust.
I've got to put a few core plugs in,
Same
put around the back,
that.
but yeah.
Cozzy's done. Got another Cozzy on the way for
Yep.
the full works out of an Escort that's been restored. So, yeah, it's quite nice at the minute. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I like
It's not
doing all the
manic,
building.
but we've got them just dribbling in. Got to do the Rover, still waiting for the pistons, but I can crack on with the CVH. But next week, Christian and his brother, who the Cosworth's for, they sent us in 3 or 4 Figaro engines.
Oh, right.
So they specialise in these Figaros, doing them from scratch.
Them little Nissans, aren't they?
Engines, interior, exterior, they do the lot. And they say they've got about 50 or 60 in stock at the minute.
What, engines?
Cars.
Oh, cars.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they
Big
sell
old
them,
concern.
do they?
I think they sell them.
Yeah. Oh,
but
right.
they build their own engines. So we've got the contract, if you like, now. He's going to send
Nice.
us 3 or 4 in every month. to go through. We've got to rebore, sort the cranks out, fit the new pistons on the rods. So yeah, nice little machining number that is,
Yeah.
regular sort of thing.
That'd be good. You get to know them and.
Yeah, exactly. Seem a good bunch of blokes. So ideal. And they stock everything in house, I think, for these Figaros. So if we ever need any bits, we know where to go. AMG C63 Mercedes.
Nice.
Big fan.
Yeah, cool cars.
Love them. I've wanted to buy one of these.
This is a bit of an older at the first. Is it the first generation of them?
Like a 2008.
Something like that. I like them. They
Love
look a
them.
lot better than the newer ones.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And I do like them in the estate.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could cope with the terrible fuel economy for an everydayer, to be fair. It's the only trouble with these, isn't it?
Yeah.
But very nice car. I had a 2009 C250 diesel AMG spec.
Good.
Bloody lovely.
Yeah.
Had it chipped up, 270 horsepower.
Not bad. Is that a V6, is it? Or
No, it was a diesel, 4-cylinder.
really?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Went like a scolded cat, and handle, hell of a good chassis.
Yeah.
Lovely interior. Would love one of these. First time we've ever seen one in bits.
Yeah.
So the customer's going to be building this himself. He's brought it all in for us to check everything over. So this is the one we've just had the crank back from CTM Performance.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, CTM Performance have just started their own channel.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I normally deal with Charlie, who's the senior, who owns the company.
Yeah.
But his son has just started the channel. I think they've only done a couple of videos.
That'll be interesting.
So I think their first video, or his second video he's done, is shout out to Leah Barham. So I said that I would plug their channel because they're a great bunch of guys.
Yeah. So they do all sort of similar stuff, don't they?
They do, yeah. They've got a machine shop and that, but they do sort of more than we do, to be honest with you. They've been going for years. They've got they do our V8 balancing because we can't do that. And he's ported a few heads for me and what have you in the past. Really good. Yeah, great bunch of guys. So head over there, guys. The link will be in the description below. So what we've got here then, so they balanced the crank assembly. We've obviously checked it and polished it. You've sized all the rods, pistons?
Size of rods, and balance pistons and balance rods and everything.
So this engineer, apparently, I mean, as I say, these are bloody bulletproof, really. But I think it's had an injector issue. So it's had a leaking injector, which has obviously give it the hydraulic effect, a bit like sucking in water out of a big puddle sort of thing. And what it has done, or it looks like it's done.
One that's off the rod.
If we can find
it's that one there.
This one here. So it's broke the ring lands out of it. So you see there, you got where the piston rings sit in. It's actually broke that land.
You almost don't even notice that when you first look because it's such a clean break.
Exactly, yeah. This is how it's meant to look. But
Yeah.
obviously, it's quite a fragile piston around this area.
Yeah.
Not designed for great amounts of sort of fluid load down here. So obviously, this part of the piston is a smaller diameter than the actual skirt of the piston, which touches the bore. So what has probably happened there is where you've got fluid and it's gone down the side and touched onto sitting on the ring, the compression then has basically just forced that ring land out.
Yeah.
And that's the reason it's apart. So fortunately, you haven't done any damage to the bores because obviously the ring land is aluminium. So providing that the rings don't get lodged and score the bore, usually the ring land doesn't do any damage to the bore. So we've checked this out. It's all good. We've cleaned everything. He sent us another set of rods and pistons, hasn't he, out of a donor engine, and we've had to make a good set of pistons and rods out of that. Make sure they're all sized, balance end for end, etc. And then once you do that, and we've got all the new bearings and that, CTM have then balanced the crank assembly for us. So he's got a little crack in. I think this is a donor cover. This isn't the one, but this area here. where the debris come down the bottom, it's actually broke a little bit out of here.
So this is basically the main cat carrier.
Yeah,
thing,
so as opposed to having individual mains caps, it has a whole all-in-one carrier.
And it's also sort of a windage tray, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a windage tray as well, yeah. So this is off a donor engine, just to go by, but if we was to fit another carrier, it'd be the same as swapping caps off a block. You'd have to have it line bored.
Yeah.
So we've repaired the old one. Tom Upton's done that for us. So it was nothing structural anyway, it's not going to affect the line.
Probably would have been all right as it was, wouldn't it? It was only a little.
It would have really, but it was
crack.
only just to sort of close the hole
Yeah.
up there. But yeah, so I think all we've got to do is just strip out the valves, check out the heads, give them a little lick over, and the customer's going to be picking it up next week. But yeah, not very often you see a C63 in bits.
No.
Nice motor.
Yeah, it is a
AMG
nice motor.
do know how to build a motor.
Yeah.
So yeah, usually big capacity.
This one he
V8s.
said was supercharged and running 700 horsepower. Was
Tis
it?
indeed. Just the 7, is it, sir?
Just a 7.
May have been something to do with the ringlands breaking out, but
Well.
maybe. Well, you know,
Got to have a bit of fun, ain't you?
you've got to have some fun in life, Isaac. We all know that.
Even if it means a couple of broken ringlands here and there.
What's a couple of ringlands between friends? So yeah, that one's going. We've got another Cosy coming in next week. A bit of a history on that one. I'll tell you more about that when we get it. What are you doing in the weekend? Anything interesting?
Nothing much now. Was going to go up
Think
and
I'm
get the Subaru, but not happening.
Leave that to your video, innit?
Yeah, I'll explain
When's that
more.
out?
Saturday, I reckon.
Head over to Isaac's video, he'll tell you more about that. But I'm going to be heading down the beach this weekend and chilling out. Doing a lot of chilling out this year, I am.
That's what I might do this weekend. Might go up to the Devon County show.
Nice, right up your street.
Yeah.
Take the missus,
Yeah, well, I'll try. Try and drag her up there.
as long as it's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Well, have a nice weekend, mate. See you all on Monday.